Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Please.
Thank you, sir.
Haseeb Ullah,
Yes, sir.
you may like to introduce yourself to all of us.
Sir, I am Haseeb Ullah. I basically belong to Tehsil Pabbi district, Nowshera, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Due to my father's job, I had the opportunity to live in multiple cities. Currently, I am living in Peshawar because my father is posted there at PF base Peshawar. I have done graduation in software engineering. I completed my graduation in 2021 from Bahrain University. Soon after my graduation, I started preparing for the competitive examination. I gave my first attempt of CSS in 2022. I qualified the exam as well as the interview, but I could not get a location. This was my second attempt. As far as my hobbies are concerned, in my free time, I like to spend time with my friends. I like to do cooking. I like to go on long walks. As well as I also am maintaining a diary since 2012. As far as my extracurricular activities are concerned, I have been an active athlete. I have led the football team of my school college. As well, I have been an active member of the debating society of my university as well as my college, sir.
So you have done software engineering.
Yes, sir, I have.
Tell us something about the information technology sector of Pakistan. How you see it?
Sir, the information technology of Pakistan is one of the most fast growing sector of Pakistan. I believe it has a very huge potential to grow and get a lot of exports and a lot of dollars to Pakistan. But it is not that much performance is not as good as that of India. For instance, our exports, our IT exports are only $2.5 billion as compared to India. India has an IT exports of $140 billion. So I believe that we have a lot of potential as far as our IT sector is concerned, because it will help us to give jobs to the young population. It will help Pakistan to get the necessary dollars, and it will also help the public sector by introducing e-services and e-technology that will bring accountability, transparency, and efficiency in the public service delivery as well, sir.
So what do you think? How do you see this future of artificial intelligence in Pakistan?
Sir, artificial intelligence is again a tool. There has been an ongoing debate that whether it has more benefits or it has more harmful effects for Pakistan, for the world as well. But talking specifically in the context of Pakistan, AI has a huge potential to help Pakistan in many ways. For instance, firstly, it can help in the medical sector, where AI technology could be used by doctors to get a better diagnosis of the patients. Secondly, sir, AI can also be used in the education sector. It can be used to get students to their learning efficiency can be increased by recording their interests and their performance overall the academic year. Thirdly, sir, it can also lead to many businesses to grow. For instance, AI technology can help businesses to understand the needs of the markets, the needs of the consumers, which can then be used to increase the export base of the country. So I believe that AI has a lot of potential to help Pakistan in multiple ways.
There is a war going on Middle East between Israel and Hamas.
Yes, sir.
Now, till today, what is your assessment? How you will evaluate who are the gainer and who are the loser?
Sir, I believe that the current war that is going on in the Middle East between Israel and Hamas, the biggest, it is very detrimental to the people of Palestinians. I would call it, many analysts too have called it a genocide of a strong Israel military against the people of Palestine. And as far as the benefits are concerned, if I analyze it in the future prospects, I believe that Israel is going to has the potential, and it has it in its goals to annex the land, more land in the Palestine. But this could also be not very good for Israel in the long term as well, because continuous oppression on the indigenous population of a particular area can leads to more conflicts between the people of Palestine and the people of Israel. So in the short term, I assume that Israel will gain the benefits, but as far as in the long term is concerned, Israel will have the region will get into more conflicts, and it has the conflict has also the potential to spill over, a spillover effect in the Middle East region as well, sir.
What do you think? You will go for the two nation, two state policy, or one state solution? Because in 1948 they came out with the two state solution.
Sir, I will go with the two-state solution because it seems the most practical in the current reality of things. The ground reality is in such a manner that there are two very different populations living in Israel and Palestine. So, if there is a two-state solution and the people of Palestinians are given their due share of land according to their population, according to their numbers, and they have a legitimized government, then this can lead to some sort of peace in the overall region. So I believe that a two-state solution is more practical as ground realities are concerned, and is more likely to be more successful. As far as the one-state solution is concerned, it would be very utopic to consider that. So even if Israel becomes one state, it's also very utopic because there is a very huge population of Palestinians there as well. But even if we take that all the Israelis they will leave this land, this is also very utopic. It's not very realistic. So I would go with the two-state solution, sir.
Okay, tell us something about what is your understanding of nationalism?
So nationalism is a political ideology which means love with one nation. It is basically, there are many factors to it, but the main thing that unites a particular nation, the main ingredients. There are multiple symbols of nationalism as well. For instance, a national anthem, flag, these are all symbols of nationalism. However, there is a form of ultra nationalism as well, which we have seen in history as well. For instance, there was a very famous quotation of Benito Mussolini that everything within the state, nothing outside the state. So this is when the state is considered to be supreme over individuals or individual rights, then it leads to ultra nationalism. But if I have to define simply nationalism, it would be that the feeling of loyalty to one state, or the things that unite a nation, sir.
Now, the Pakistan was created in the name of Islam.
Sir.
Now, the slogan is, what is our slogan? We love Islam, or we love Pakistan? How you will differentiate it?
Sir, there is a very famous slogan. The meaning of Pakistan is La ilaha illallah. And as far as the ideology of Pakistan is concerned, it was created on the basis of two-nation theory and the Islamic ideology. So we have a long history as well. So Pakistan is an ideological state. According to Article 2 of the Constitution of Pakistan, Islam is the state religion of Pakistan. So I don't think that we have to choose between these two, and we love both, sir. I would go with that, sir.
Thank you. Please.
What are bureaucratic rigmaroles? Bureaucratic rigmaroles.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of that. I will read upon it, sir.
Red tapeism.
Sir, red tapeism is a phenomenon that is that is more relevant to the bureaucracy. It basically means that there are a lot of rules and procedures that leads to delaying of tasks, and that reduces the efficiency of the public service delivery of bureaucracies.
Why are officers who are in the administrative machinery, why they resort to over-centralization, reliance on rules and regulations rather than the public interest, disposal of work, quick disposal of work?
Sir, I will go back to the Weber model of bureaucracy because bureaucracy is such an institution that is founded on the basis of rules and regulations. Bureaucrats function on the basis of the rules, the procedures, or the legal backing that is provided by the parliament of any country. So this is the main reasons that the bureaucrats, they tend to take decisions on the basis of public rules or public regulations or rules of business. And it could be improved. I would say that it is not ideal, but if we say that bureaucrats should take decision on their own whims, and not on the basis of any rules of business or any procedures, that would leads to chaos, because every individual will then come and he will have his own ideology, his own thoughts, and he will take decisions on the basis of that. So in order to have continuity of the service, in order to have sanctity of the chair instead of a person, we need to have certain rules and procedures on the basis of which the bureaucrat should function.
Sir Winston Churchill said that bureaucrats are slaves of the lampposts.
So,
What do you mean by that?
sir, if I'm allowed to guess, he would mean that bureaucrats, they turn to they do not have any sense of creativity. They don't have out of the box. They do not give out of the box solutions.
Pragmatic application of rules and regulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
What is the organizational theory of police in a province?
Sir, currently the police in any province is led by a provincial police officer, that is the PPO, usually an individual of IG rank, Inspector General. He can be in 21 or 22. He leads the provincial police. After that, sir, in the main cities, there are the city police officers, CPOs. As far as in the regions, there are RPOs, regional police officers. Below the RPOs, we have the DPOs of multiple districts, district police officer. Below the DPOs, we have the SDPOs, sub-divisional police officer. They usually lead a particular tehsil, and in every tehsil, there are further station house officers, SHOs, sir.
There is lot of criticism against the police attitude and its behavior. Why?
Sir, there are multiple reasons to it. The first reason to it is that at some instances, specifically at the lower level and specifically in the rural areas, for instance, in the rural areas of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, in the rural areas of Balochistan and Sindh, the attitude of police officers have been that of a force, not a civil servant. Police is a service, not a force. So this is one of the reasons. Secondly, sir, the police has been unable to have a strong PR as compared to other departments. This is the second reason. And as far as the third reason is concerned, there is a lack of interaction between the society and the police of that particular community. These are the three reasons that there is a lot of criticism on the behavior of the police force. This could be improved through multiple manners. For instance, if we introduce the concept of community policing, then this can reduce. Secondly, we need to have we need to sensitize the lower staff of the police department, specifically the constable, that they should act as public servants, and there should be proper training sessions for that. Thirdly, sir, we need to have proper accountability mechanisms and check and balance mechanism on the behaviors of the police individuals. And fourthly, sir, there is a need to have a strong PR of the police force, sir.
How will you evaluate the current political system of our country? And what has been its role in the development and progress of the country?
Sir, the current political system of Pakistan, it is a parliamentary form of government, as based on the Constitution of 1973. We have a fusion of executive and legislature. Morally, sir, Pakistan is a federal republic, as according to Article 1 of the Constitution of Pakistan. So there is a proper division of powers.
I'm saying the role of the political system as a whole. I'm saying, how has it performed?
Sir,
in the development and progress of the country?
Sir, if I have to link the role of the current political system with the developing of the progress of Pakistan, I must say that it has been slow. It could have been fast, but Pakistan is a democracy. And there is one thing that we need to understand, that democracy is an evolutionary system. It is not a revolutionary system. So it takes its time. We have certain democratic transitions in the recent past, and there's going to be another democratic transition. So I believe that the pace could be increased, but there have been certain flaws. For instance, one of the major flaws that the current political system has, that has hampered the progress of our country, is the lack of implementation of Article 140A of the Constitution that deals with the local government system, sir.
Define climate change.
Sir, climate change is the change in the climate of the overall world. It means increase in the overall global temperatures that can lead to certain disasters, specifically for those countries that are like Pakistan, that are more prone to climate affected disasters.
There is a definition, specific definition of climate change.
Sir, I will look into it, sir.
Have a look at.
Sure, sir. Thank
And
you.
how hazardous it can be for the planet.
Sir, it can be, I would say, climate change is an existential threat for the overall climate. For instance, if the global temperature increases, it can lead to more melting of the ice caps that can lead to floods in low riparian countries. For instance, Pakistan, many countries can go under the sea. Secondly, sir, the heat waves, they are increasing. Thirdly, sir, there has been forest fires in many countries that further leads to the destruction of the forest that we are very much in need of. So I think that climate change overall is an existential threat to the whole world, and the whole world should take actions to control that.
Welcome to CSPs Academy for CSS PMS preparation. CSS PMS तहरीरी इम्तिहान के तमाम मज़ामीन की ऑनलाइन और ऑन कैंपस तैयारी के साथ साथ सब्जेक्ट सिलेक्शन, असाइनमेंट चेकिंग, क्लास टेस्ट, मॉक एग्जाम, इंडिविजुअल टीचर डिस्कशन और फीडबैक सेशन का इनकाद किया जाएगा। इसके अलावा FPSC की तजवीज़ करदा बुक्स से बने मयारी नोट्स और CSP पब्लिशर की बेहतरीन बुक्स मुहैया की जाएंगी।
Haseeb, why did Congress resign from ministries in 1939?
Sir, the Congress resigned from ministry in 1939 because there was a World War II, and British participated in that World War II, and they included the Indian Army in World War II without taking the opinion of the Congress leaders. So this is why they resigned from.
What were the major three anti-Muslim policies during the Congress ministries in 1937 to 1939?
Sir, firstly, they were not willing to form any coalition government with the Muslim League. Secondly, sir, there was sorry, sir, I'm unable to recall that. I will look into it, sir.
What were the Hazrat Shah Wali Ullah contribution for the regeneration of the Muslim of India?
Sir, Shah Waliullah, he tried to, at the time of the Shah Waliullah, many nobles, they were going away from Islamic principles, from Islamic traditions, from Islamic thoughts. So Shah Waliullah, he wrote many letters to the nobles of that time. He tried to reintroduce the concept of Islam and reintroduce Islam.
What was the major contribution of Shah Waliullah towards the Muslim of India?
Sir, if I'm allowed to guess, he gave the concept of Wahdatul Shahud, sir.
Wahdatul Wujud or Wahdatul Shahud?
I'm confusing it. I will look into it, sir.
The very first contribution was that he translated the Holy Quran in the Persian. That was the language of Muslim of that time.
Thank you, sir.
What were the major 3 to 4 flaws in the Constitution of 1956?
Sir, the first major flaw in the Constitution of 1956 was that in the center, it was a unicameral system. There was a one unit policy, and the whole West Pakistan was considered one unit. So that was the major flaw. Secondly, sir, there was.
So what is HDI?
HDI stands for Human Development Index. This was an index to measure the HDI ranking of any country.
What are its formula? What are the factors that help to measure the HDI of any specific area or any specific country?
Sir, there are three factors.
4 factors.
Okay, sir. One is education, sir. One is income per capita, sir. And the third is health, sir.
No.
I will look into it, sir. This was given by Dr. Mahbubul Haq and Amartya.
What is GNP and how it is measured?
Sure, sir. So GNP stand for Gross National Product, and it is basically the income of the nationals of a particular country. It does not limit itself to a particular geographical boundaries and the nationals of a particular country.
What was the GNP of Pakistan in last financial year?
Sorry, sir, I'm unaware of that. I will look into it, sir.
What were the three major objective of Khudai Khidmatgar movement?
Sir, Khudai Khidmatgar was a non-violent resistance against the British forces. The first major objective was to put a resist the British forces and the British Raj. The second main objective of the Khudai Khidmatgar was to develop political consciousness.
Before this moment, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan has introduced some other reforms movement as well. Would you like to tell me the name of 2 to 3?
Sir, I don't know any movement of Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan.
My
besides.
last question is,
Sure,
would
sir.
you like to tell me the name of 6 authentic book of Hadith and the name of their writers as well?
Sir, I'm unable to recall it at the moment, sir. I will really look into it, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, Haseeb, can you guess Tories and Whigs in current American political systems,
Sure, sir.
represented by their different political parties?
Sir, Tories would be Democrats and Whigs would be Republicans, sir.
Whigs are?
Conservative.
Achha, okay. Can you compare and contrast Jeffersonian and Jacksonian political system, political democracies in 2 or 3 points?
So the first point would be that if I have to contrast it, Jeffersonian and democracy was more about devolution of power. He talked about that there should be, every farmer should have some particular land, and he talked about that states have more power, the center should not have power. Secondly, sir, Jeffersonian democracy, they talked about having a central banking system. Sorry, sir, Jeffersonian democracy did not talk about a central bank. They talked about that there shouldn't be any central bank. As well as the Jacksonian democracy is concerned, they talked about the national development, the development of industry. Third, sir, the Jeffersonian democracy, it was about the promotion of agricultural sector of the country, while the Jacksonian democracy, sir.
Okay. When happened Shays Rebellion?
Sir, Shays Rebellion happened in the times of George Washington when he was the president, and it was basically this was when they realized that they needed a strong army.
That was which year?
So I'm unable to recall the exact year.
Okay. And what do you know about the 18th Amendment in U.S. Constitution?
If I'm allowed to guess, it was related to the ban of drinking alcohol.
And what about 19th Amendment?
Sir, it gave women the right to vote, sir.
Okay, what is the difference of political system in Athens and Sparta?
The political system,
very brief.
Athens parties have a direct democracy system where every individual had the right to vote, while in Spartans there was a rule of the wise people. That's why Plato was also inspired by the political system of Sparta, and because of the political system of Sparta, he argued that they won against the Athens in the Peloponnesian War, sir.
Okay, what was the conclusion of the Peloponnesian Wars? What did you conclude?
So Spartans won over.
Well, if you suppose it to be Montesquieu.
Okay, sir.
Because in the geography associated with the laws, do you think that Pakistan and political system of Pakistan is somewhat ये इसके साथ match करता है?
To the geography, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I believe that it matched. Pakistan is a parliamentary form of government, and and a federal republic as well. So that means that parliamentary form of government and federation, they are more likely to perform better in the regions where there is a lot of diversity. And Pakistan is an asymmetric federation as well. There are certain regions that have more population. That means that they have more power. So the federation model, the devolution model.
Okay. Can you tell me that how John Locke contributed toward the development of Constitution of Pakistan?
So John Locke, basically he talked about the right to life, liberty and property rights. Now these 3 rights, they are the fundamental rights in Pakistan.
Fine. That's pretty good. Okay. What do you know about the Agartala conspiracy?
Agartala conspiracy, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, it was basically a conspiracy in the 1960s, 1967 if I'm allowed to guess. Basically, Mujibur Rahman, it was against Mr. Mujibur Rahman. It was argued that Mr. Mujibur Rahman, he had links with the Indian intelligence agencies to work against the interest of Pakistan. Sir.
Okay, this is my last question.
Sir.
लखनऊ पैक्ट जो है उसके डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या थे फॉर मुस्लिम्स, ऑल इंडिया मुस्लिम लीग?
Sir, the first disadvantage that All India Muslim League got from the Lucknow Pact was that there was a sort of understanding between the Muslims and the Hindus, and as the Hindus were majority in that region. So sure, sir, I will look into it, sir.
Okay.
चलिए, let's conclude it. Let's have an informal discussion. ठीक है?
Sure, sir.
तुम्हारा सेल्फ कब है इंटरव्यू तुम्हारा?
Sir, 20th को, sir.
This month.
Yes, sir.
You are left with
8-10 days.
8-10 days. Haseeb, mashallah, you are working very hard, and you are in a good state of preparedness. जिसको मैं कहता हूँ हालत जंग में आ चुके हो. This is something good. You have a nice personality, communication skill आपका ठीक है. You are intelligent, confidence level होता है with the knowledge level कुछ areas में आपका weak है, उसको आपने improve करना है. Sitting posture ठीक है, आपका voice impact ठीक आता है, ठीक है ना? अच्छा, अब आप ये है कि इसमें थोड़ा सा आप एक दफ़ा कोशिश करें, एक तो इंट्रोडक्शन जाके अपना रीडिज़ाइन करो, लिखो उस पर, बिकॉज दैट इज़ योर सेलिंग पॉइंट. तो उसमें आपने अपने आप को तो ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स है ना आपके साथ, तो दैट शुड बी वेल थॉट, वेल रिटन और 1 मिनट में डिलीवर करना है आपने. तो उसमें जो होता है ना, एलिमेंट ऑफ स्ट्रगल होनी है, अकम्पलिशमेंट होनी चाहिए. हु आई एम, व्हाई यू सेलेक्ट मी, तो उसमें थोड़ी सी जान डालो, ठीक है? यू आर इन ए स्टेट ऑफ प्रिपेयरनेस, कीप इट अप. अभी इस पे वर्क करो. न्यूज़पेपर की रीडिंग शुरू कर दो. 3 महीने के अखबार लेके डालना है, न्यूज़ है जो भी है, प्रिंटेड कॉपीज उसकी जो है ना, नेशनल इंटरनेशनल जो सोशल इश्यूज है, जेंडर इश्यूज है, स्पोर्ट्स के हैं, उसमें देखो. तो वो अपडेट करो जो तुम्हारे, ठीक है? नोटबुक हम रिकमेंड करते हैं. वो आई होप इफ यू आर मेकिंग दैट नोटबुक, दैट इज फाइन. उसमें 2-4 पॉइंट हर टॉपिक के ऊपर हो. से एनर्जी क्राइसिस है, इकोनॉमी ऑफ पाकिस्तान है, सोशल इश्यूज ऑफ पाकिस्तान है, तो दैट शुड बी देयर, ठीक है ना? तो इसको बस कीप इट अप, गेट रेडी, ठीक है? तो थोड़ी सी मेहनत की जरूरत है, फोकस्ड होके काम करो.
ये आपने अच्छे जवाब दिए, और ये जो है पुलिस एटीट्यूड और उसकी बिहेवियर को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए, उसकी अकाउंटेबिलिटी के लिए, यू शुड हैव रेफर्ड टू द प्रोविजंस ऑफ पुलिस ऑर्डर 2002. उसमें दिए हुए हैं. आप कहें कि वो पुलिस कंप्लेंट अथॉरिटी है, और फिर वो नेशनल पब्लिक सेफ्टी कमीशन है, फिर वो और है वो जो है पब्लिक और पुलिस लिएजन कमिटीज़ हैं, और जो ये इस किस्म की इंडिपेंडेंट उसकी अकाउंटेबिलिटी होनी चाहिए. एक तो पुलिस वाले करते हैं, वो खुद जाहिर है वो डिपार्टमेंटल वाले कभी बायस भी हो जाते हैं, कभी विंडिकेटिव भी हो जाते हैं, लेकिन इंडिपेंडेंट इसकी वो होनी चाहिए अकाउंटेबिलिटी, और वो पीपीओ पुलिस ऑर्डर 2002 में उसकी प्रोविजन दी है.
श्योर सर.
ठीक है
सर.
क्लाइमेट चेंज के बारे में देयर इज अ डेफिनेशन, स्पेसिफिक डेफिनेशन which you should know. और ये जो है बाकी जवाबात आपके ठीक थे. यू कैन परफॉर्म बेटर, आई कैन टेल यू हैव द पोटेंशियल, और मेहनत करें, थोड़ी मेहनत करेंगे, इससे भी ज़्यादा आपको नंबर मिलेगा.
अच्छा सीख, आपने बड़ा अच्छा परफॉर्म किया. ये आप साइकोलॉजिकल हो गए या अभी
हो गया सर?
तो उसमें ये लिखा है सेल्फ कंट्रोल.
ये स्ट्रेंथ उसमें नहीं थी.
अच्छा, दूसरा थोड़ा सा सीधे होकर बैठो, आगे होकर टेक नहीं लेनी. अच्छा, तीसरा ना क्वेश्चंस, खासतौर पे इकोनॉमी के रिलेटेड जितने भी क्वेश्चंस थे ना, वो आपको नहीं आ रहे थे. फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स को देख लो, ये एक क्लिक पे आपको सारी की सारी इंफॉर्मेशन, जीडीपी की होते हैं, एचडीआई की होती है. अब देखो, एचडीआई को आपने डिफाइन तो ठीक किया है, लेकिन फिर उसको मेजर करने के लिए जो फैक्टर्स होते हैं ना, वो आपको नहीं पता था. उसमें स्कूलिंग है, कितने ईयर्स की, देन एक्सपेक्टेड एज है, देन टोटल पर कैपिटल इनकम है, एज पर GDP ग्रोथ, तो उसमें डिफरेंट फैक्टर्स हैं, उसकी बुनियाद पे आपके HDI रैंकिंग जो है ना वो मुतय्यन करते हैं। सर
थैंक यू। आपको आपका पॉजिटिव भी चीज़ बताता हूँ, थोड़ा सा जो डिसएडवांटेज जिस चीज़ पे वो भी मैं बता देता हूँ। आप जब फिलोसॉफिकल ग्राउंड पे चीज़ को डिस्कस करते हैं क्रिटिकली तो वो आप बहुत अच्छा कर लेते हैं, कर सकते हैं, जिसकी वजह से आपका स्कोर बेहतर है। आप समटाइम्स जो है ना जो कह लें मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस का आंसर नहीं कर पा रहे होते, फैक्चुअल बेस पर, समझ रहे हैं, तो उसको थोड़ा सा देखें। हाँ, लेकिन अगर वहाँ पर आपकी रीजनिंग वीक हो गई है इंटरप्रिटेशन करते हुए, इनिशियल रीजनिंग, तो फिर आप सारा आंसर गलत कर बैठते हैं। आपने ये 10 स्पोक ज़रतुश्ता रियल में पढ़ी है?
यस सर,
पूरी पढ़ी है?
रिसेंटली पढ़ी
ये
है
असल बेसिकली है क्या चीज़?
सर। बेसिकली ये तो एक
10 स्पोक ज़रतुश्ता क्या है? ज़रतुश्त के क्या है?
ज़रातुस्त्रा उसका एक ज़ोरेस्ट्रियन प्रॉफिट है जो कि आता है ऊपर से नीचे, एंड देन ही ट्राइज टू ही मीट्स
आपको
डिफरेंट।
पता है फिनोमेनोलॉजी ऑफ स्पिरिट का क्या इसके साथ ताल्लुक है? 10 स्पोक ज़रतुश्ता के साथ, हेगल का नीत्शे के साथ, ये मैं पूछ रहा हूँ। अब आपने मेरी बात को फॉलो नहीं ना किया था। आपका इनिशियल रीजनिंग आपकी स्ट्रांग होनी चाहिए, तब आपका आंसर अच्छा हो सकता है। ठीक है, पेलोपोनेशियन वॉर्स के बाद रियल स्कूल ऑफ थॉट, थ्यूसिडाइड्स का, इस तरीके से आप ना बेसिक चीज को मिस कर जाते हो शुरू में, जिसकी ओंटोलॉजिकल ग्राउंड्स है। इनको जाके थोड़ा सा रिविजिट कीजिएगा। आज के इंटरव्यू में आपका पोटेंशियल ज्यादा है, समहाउ बस वो बात क्लिक नहीं कर पा रही जिसमें आपका फाइनल टच अच्छा आ रहा है, वो नहीं आ पा रहा। आपका पोटेंशियल अच्छा है, यू कैन स्कोर मोर देन दिस। अब अपने उन पॉजिटिव एरियाज को भी जाके चेक कीजिएगा, जो जैसे कि सर ने HDI इंडिकेटर इंडेक्स पूछ सकते हैं 0 से 1 तक है, पाकिस्तान का क्या HDI है, फैक्चुअल डाटा को भी थोड़ा सा फैक्ट्स बना के चेक।
Best of luck.
good governance for him will be